We all had our favorites among the students of Degrassi High. Were you more of a Team Jimmy or a Team Sean? We've selected the best and worst characters in Degrassi The Next Generation just for you. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell for our latest picks from your favorite high school show, and maybe beg some official Degrassi merch from our store below. Best, Paige Michalchuk. Paige was a class of 2006 graduate. Although she started off as a typical high school queen in season 1,
Paige? New year, new look, new Paige.
In season 4, the glamour queen ditched her glad rags after damaging Spinner's car and worked as a waitress at the Dot, Degrassi students' favorite hangout spot. By season 8, Paige grew into an intelligent and ambitious young woman. She later found her place in Hollywood, where she auditioned for the role of Trixie, the lead role in musical High, and landed the part.
The audience has to feel that way too.
For the record, I'm not feeling this.
Hello, these stairs are gonna collapse like any second. The only thing I feel is terrified.
But the fame got to Paige's head, and she began to act like a diva, which got her kicked off the set and fired.
You're a first-time writer-director. What do you know?
All right, if you're not gonna do it my way, then get off of my set!
Fine.
Yeah, fine.
God, he is such a diva.
She tried to make her own comeback, but failed dramatically.
Paige? Manny?
That fall of shame was soon followed by a fall of fame. She became a nicer, more supportive friend in person. By the end of the series, fans realized how much she had grown.
That's my Manny. Did you do this?
Trying to get at least one thing right.
Her full transformation is why we've chosen her in our best characters list. Worst, Holly J. Holly J. Sinclair from class of 2009 gained her reputation by being the mean girl of Degrassi High. Following in the footsteps of her sister, she tried to take over everything in the school, even though she came from Lakehurst Private School.
It's Holly J, and I'm trying. It's just hard to memorize mediocrity.
Please.
Always thinking of herself before others, she went as far as spreading false rumors about Manny being racist in season 7.
Figures.
What's that supposed to mean?
As long as he's not black, right?
Excuse me?
Rumor has it you're a racist.
Rumor has it you have webbed toes.
Sorry, Manny, but most of us understand that racism is a very serious issue.
During her family's financial crisis, Holly J became jealous of Fiona because she could spend her money however she wanted. She later breaks Fiona's trust by stealing $2,000 from her account. Even though she was going to pay it back, gaining her friend's trust again would be hard.
I didn't have any other way.
How could you do this?
It was a mistake. It was a huge mistake.
After Bobby, I came here because of you. You were supposed to be the one person in the whole world that I could trust. But you used me. Why, Holly J?
She had her fair share of enemies,
Gotta get your Bible on.
It's just her never-ending search for eternal happiness.
and did a good amount of damage. And that's why she's one of the worst. Her attitude earned her a spot on our worst characters list. Best, Manny Santos. She is arguably the most developed character of the series, even though she had a lot of struggles throughout the show. She went from being Emma's +1 in season 1 to heading for Hollywood in later seasons.
What Toby said about meeting strangers on the net, being dangerous.
Manny, I can take care of myself. You don't need to worry so much. We'll meet somewhere public.
Fans immediately saw Manny's caring side from the start with Emma, when she asked JT and Toby to help her find her bestie after she met a stranger online.
I went by Emma's. Not there. I tried to sell. Didn't pick up.
So?
So, she said she was staying home tonight to watch a show on Wildlife Refuge. It's not on. I checked.
We've all watched her grow from falling in love for the first time with Craig in season 2
But I've come to collect my one and only true love.
to having her first heartbreak in season 3.
You want me back?
More than anything. Thank you so much. I love you.
She was definitely among the most likable characters, thanks to her super bubbly personality. She was friends with everyone and always saw the good in people. But she also wasn't scared to put up a fight. For example, when she kicked Paige's butt.
Do you wanna touch me tonight? Do you wanna get me tonight? Good luck catching me tonight. I'm a bad manager. Begging, baby, please.
Manny also had to make a life-changing choice when she fell pregnant after sleeping with Craig. Even though they decided to keep the baby at first, Manny soon realized that she wasn't ready to be a teen mom.
Thank you. Oh. Grab a diaper, I'll show you.
That resulted in her having an abortion.
Do you have any last questions?
Will it hurt?
Maybe a little? Like the cramps you have when it's your period.
Manny came a long way and revealed many creative talents later on in Degrassi Goes to Hollywood.
You were too cool, too criminal to believe.
Seeing how Manny grew into a confident woman is why we've placed her on our list of best characters. Worst, Peter Stone. Peter, a 2008 graduate, could have been mistaken for a good person, especially when seen helping Darcy after her rape trauma. But we can't ignore the fact that he did more harm than good.
Let's just forget it happened then. I really didn't want to make things worse.
You didn't. I make things worse for my friends, my teachers, my parents.
He would often come off as manipulative and vengeful, to the point of being categorized as a demon at school. Like that time he blackmailed Manny after she rejected him, threatening to send compromising videos of her to all the students around the school.
Why are you like this? Why are you trying to hurt me for no reason?
You asked me to put the camera on after I told you to go home.
You took advantage of me.
You wanna know what I think? I think you're so desperate for male attention, you'll do anything for it. You're a big, fat attention whore.
In season 6, Sean and Peter's ego got the better of them, and they ended up running over a jogger in an illegal street race. Peter got off scot-free with the help of his well-connected father.
What happened? I'm dying.
Well, the crown attorney's been going to my dad's Christmas party for years. That's what happened. I'm free, Emma. I'm free.
Whilst Sean was left with jail time.
There's good news. Sounds like Sean's gonna be nailed to the wall for this.
This major incident, combined with his personality, is why we've picked him on our worst list. Best, Spinner Mason. Spinner was one of those characters that went through a lot of change throughout the seasons of Degrassi: The Next Generation. A 2007 graduate, he was first depicted as a bully in season 1.
Did I promise you something you got a problem with? Just tell me and I'll change it. Really, I will.
In season 3, he was initially homophobic after Marco came out.
Marco's gay?
Yeah. And if you don't back off, I may start to think you are too.
Eventually, he changed and learned to accept him. And he even went as far as helping him to get a date with Dylan. That was the beginning of Spinner's act of kindness. Unfortunately, in season 4, Spinner led his best friend, Jimmy, to get shot. But after this dramatic event, he changed his ways and was forgiven by the whole school community, especially as he went through hardships of his own, as well as overcoming ADHD.
And now I've got Quan on my back.
I'm back, man.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Since they upped my Ritalin, I'm like a complete zombie.
And getting cancer.
How long have you had that lump?
I didn't know I had one.
These real-life events made him grow out of his bully character, and audiences grew to love him over time. Especially the lovely surprise when he ends up with Emma.
I, Emma Nelson, ask you, Gavin Spinner Mason, to take this hideous ring.
That's why we've placed Spinner on our best characters list. Worst, Rick. Rick was a victim of bullying throughout his time at Degrassi High. His strange personality didn't sit well with most of his classmates. But things took a darker turn when Rick abused Terry to the point of sending her into a coma.
You can't leave, do you understand?
Rick, you're hurting me.
You're not going, you're not! You're not! You're not!
Things later escalated when Rick shot Jimmy, leaving him paralyzed, and almost shot Emma.
Hi, Emma. Sorry, I kissed you.
He's got a gun, okay? Let's go.
Don't turn away from me!
He never got a chance to be redeemed, but who would forgive him for these awful crimes?
Rick, what are you doing? You flirted with me. I thought you liked me, but that was something else.
Considering his actions, it comes as no surprise that we've picked him as our worst character. Best, Craig Manning. Craig first appeared in Season 2 and was introduced as a creative photographer who loved taking pictures. As the new kid on the block, he definitely attracted a lot of attention.
I'm not blind, just
Hey boys, who's the new guy?
directionally challenged.
Craig, unfortunately, had to deal with a few home issues with his abusive father, which led him to eventually move out.
Oh, what's that?
Open this door now.
Yeah?
My house.
Yeah.
When I say open the door, you open the door. Craig!
Over the years, Craig proved that he had more than one talent. After his photography slowly declined, he ended up going into music and becoming a rock star by forming his first band with his friends called Downtown Sasquatch. His first album reflected on each phase of his life and didn't go unnoticed at Degrassi High.
Oh my God, it dropped yesterday? I'm looking so awkward posing.
He went on to have a successful career. As part of his fame, he ended up with a bad drug problem.
I try to realize my size. But what you say.
At the same time, his relationship with Ellie was a compelling point of growth, too.
Hey. Hey, what are you doing?
Either you stop now, or I call Joey and tell him about this.
For using his music to channel and overcome all the trials of his life, Craig is on our list of best characters, and certainly was a favorite among fans. Worst, Fiona Coyne. She was your classic average rich girl, who thought she could get whatever she wanted, when she wanted it. After being transferred to Degrassi High in Season 9 to be with her brother Declan, whom she was really close to, the two definitely made an entrance on their first day at school.
You must be the diplomat's kids.
Word travels.
And I'm the destination. So what brings the upper crust to Degrassi?
She quickly showed off her jealous side when she tried to sabotage her brother's relationship with Holly J.
She'll be helping out. Wait, you're an intern? Here?
Sort of. Declan says I should keep busy.
So you just walked in?
The Coy name opens a lot of doors.
Fiona went as far as infiltrating Holly's intern office by being super close to her boss. When she realized her plan to split them up didn't work, she went even further by publicly kissing her brother in front of Holly J.
You want inappropriate? Feel faint.
Despite all the drama she stirred in Season 9, Fiona went on to become a character that we could all empathize with from season 10 onward, after she was stuck in an abusive relationship.
Get out!
But her diabolical schemes in her early days still got her a spot on our worst characters list. Best, Jimmy Brooks. Jimmy, basketball star and 2007 graduate, was one of the most honest and open-minded at Degrassi, and audiences loved him.
Alright, pass it. Look at that.
He was a really supportive friend to Spinner and his other schoolmates, no matter the circumstances, even after getting shot in season 5. Thanks to his tough fighting character, he didn't let that event bring him down, or let his wheelchair keep him off the court. He found other passions such as art, and he also helped paint the wall mural at Degrassi. He also became a coach to younger basketball players.
Okay, you can't win without fundamentals, so today we're gonna work on our three-point shooting, okay? Ball. Oh.
And that's not all. Jimmy constantly fought to get better, like in season 7 when he attended rehab. Even though Jimmy's basketball career was over, he still found a way to bounce back by showing us his musical talents with a rap.
Look, me and the mic, we coexist. My flow is a glass box with no exits, and you can observe why you trapped in it. Took my lady's track and I sprinkled some rap in it, and now they like, please, please tell us your reality, Jay. We can't fathom how it feel to be forever confined.
Proving to everyone that he wasn't just a one-trick wonder. Jimmy's resilience is why we've chosen him as our best character. Worst, Owen. He was well known around the school for being on the Degrassi football and hockey team. He had a rough and tough personality. He also had a womanizer image, like in season 10, when he made Anya uncomfortable during a CPR class, resulting in him getting kicked out of the class.
No problem, just trying to help. Of course, if you need more help.
I'm good.
Owen revealed his homophobic side after his brother came out, and he also made fun of Zane for being gay.
Nice pants.
Like them?
Oh, they're fabulous. You borrow them from your sister?
What, you don't do yoga?
As if.
To mark his hate for Riley, he wrote the word homo on his locker. Owen didn't just stop there. He showed Riley how he really felt about his sexuality by vandalizing the school bus with shaving cream.
Oh. Hey, Riley. Want to pick that up for me? I mean, I'd do it myself, but if I bend over, you might get all excited.
Oh, and get lost.
Don't worry, I got this.
Riley, be cool, you know what?
Not to mention his creepy boiler room incident with Allie, where he asked her to perform a sexual act on him for $50 to make Drew jealous.
Too bad I don't have that type of cash. But I do have 50.
You'd pay $50 to hook up with me?
You know, I bet it would make your boyfriend super jealous.
Considering his actions individually and as a whole, Owen well deserves his place on our worst characters list. And here we are. Those were our best and worst characters from Degrassi: The Next Generation. Did we pick your best and worst? Who was your favorite character? Let us know in the comments below.